it starts out simple. You have a cool idea, make a robot vacuum slave. Sometimes you have beer and pizza like your friends, they vacuum, you love it, but eventually it gets to them. They can't take it anymore. Blammo! They snap, and you've made a robot terrorist. This bundle of domestic insanity is the JoyToy Metalhead. Almost a perfect figure, but they made one blunder that maybe ruins the whole thing. I did buy this from LTCave, nice sturdy box, came in nice and minty. They're my go-to for JoyToy, but rest assured you can get these from a ton of places, so there's really no reason to ever panic buy FOMO, like, oh, you gotta get it now, you gotta get it now. Don't wait too long, you know, don't wait like 2 years, a year to get it, but the stock on the JoyToy line after the initial run has been really good, so shop around, get your best prices. I find LTCave very consistent, very fair. This guy's like $42.99 shipped, so yeah, don't panic on these. Don't give in to FOMO. Get a good price, always. You know I love the packaging, that JoyToy branded plastic wrap, the spine art, awesome pictures of the figure and that weird label on the back, the wraparound window. Let's freaking go. They are classy individuals. They give you a plastic tray system, no ties. They're not barbarians. 2 trays to fit all the accessories. What do we get? Obviously, we get one absolutely beautiful Metalhead figure. The sculpt work, the paint work, just incredible. It should come as no surprise that, of course, a Chinese company understands TMNT better than anybody. We get a really nice metal looking drill. You can open this one up. Struggle to open it up. It clasps pretty tight, but inside you can find that little like gun thing and then the attachment, that ball joint. Ooh, stay tuned for that. Metalhead loves that housework, so we get a vacuum. Ball joint at the top is troubling, but this vacuum is freaking cool. Articulated bottom thing. The bag, you can actually pull the bag off. This is such a typical JoyToy detail. Something removable when it absolutely doesn't need to be. Be careful though, it's kind of a bitch to get back on. Then you get a gosh dang juice box, gasoline can, petrol, kerosene. I don't know what he's drinking, but my god, the straw. You get the absolutely wicked turtle drone thing. Now, the blades at the top do spin. They're kind of stuck. They're kind of thin, so I wouldn't mess with them too much. It seems almost like the shell is on like a hinge thing, but it's actually not. That's a solid piece. You get 2 extra grippy hands. I love these metal claws. They're nice and robot-y, very well detailed. You get a thick wire that connects the drone to the back of Metalhead. This wire is beefy as hell. Onto the second tray, which is stacked. You get 2 beautiful fiery blast effects. These are nice. You get not 1, not 2, but 6 different rockets along with their blast effects. This is absolutely crazy. What other company is doing this? And yes, of course they come apart. This is JoyToy. It's a separate piece for the blast effect and the rocket. My god. You get his fully painted wired chest gun with the bullets popping out. Let's go. I was kind of hoping you can take the chest gun and put like the rockets on it. The little blast effect is just kind of too skinny for it, and then the rocket wouldn't connect. So unfortunately not on that, but the long blast effect does fit in the chest gun. You can technically make the circular blast effect too. It's kind of loose, but you could like jam it in there, maybe do some like sticky tack if you really wanted like a crazy blast. But what's super cool, what you can do, you take this, you put it into the drill thing, and then you have like a crazy drill blast thing. Hell yeah. I freaking love JoyToy for all these possible options. Then you have 6 different bendy wire smoke effects. At first, I didn't realize it, but they're actually 3 different sizes. You have 2 long ones, 2 medium ones, and 2 shorter ones, so they're all close to the same size. And then actually with the blast effects, you have 2 bigger ones and then 4 littler ones. JoyToy, they're putting in the extra work. They could have done everything all the same, but nope, they're going for it. Then you get the standard brick quarter piece display base. Pretty cool, pretty sturdy. Combine it with the other ones, and then you get your New York City sewer lid display base. I simply can't wrap my head around the amount of accessory JoyToy is able to pack into their figures. I know they own their own factory, so they're giving themselves the best price, but my god, who else is going this wild? This figure is $43, right? Like, you're not getting like $100 for Mezco. You're getting all this stuff. Getting a figure, some of these figures, when you buy it, you're getting an accessory pack with it. You can use this stuff in different ways. Some of the things fit natively, some of the parts, but like sticky tack or whatnot. If you're not into JoyToy, or not into 1/18 scale even, some of these figures you should get just for the accessories alone. Okay, now the whopper moment. The articulation on this guy. How does this big old turtle freako robot move? The head, actually, not bad. Like, you're getting okay down, given that he has, like, his big old chest there. Really, I mean, no up, unless you're going, like, doing the old, like, side thing. He does have kind of actually hard to get into, but he does have an articulating jaw, like a mouth that can open. It does even seem, not really. Like well, I mean, maybe we can get one of the fire effects in there. Spoilers, yeah, you can. Like, you kind of have to, like, wedge it in there, so I don't think they necessarily, like, meant for this to be actually a thing. But you can wedge it in there good enough that he's, like, drinking and breathing fire. Also, spoilers, this hand has gotten pretty loose, and that's going to tie into one of the big issues with this figure. The shoulders, that's kind of that's the most, like, fakest McFarlane style butterfly yet. Like, that's well, is it? I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's a solid piece. So the range, no butterfly. That's annoying, but it is what it is. Full Townsend, bicep cut. That's pretty good. You do have the double jointed elbows, though again, the sculpt, if you don't sculpt it for the double joint, it kind of doesn't really matter. Like, it gives you like a titch more. You have the cool, look at that Fist of Fury. I freaking love that. That, of course, like spins and kind of like rocks around a little bit. A tiny bit of crunch, actually. Like, not a bunch, but you have like the twisty do in there, and it's actually very nice. It's not like catching on anything. So they designed it well, right? Obviously, almost no back bend. There's nothing going on with the... Does that come off? Okay, that's... Yeah, you can take the shell off. You could probably do some cool stuff. Ooh, maybe combine it with some mouse, or we'll see. We'll see. We will see right freaking now. Yeah, you 100% can take one of the Rodney bases, take the shell, and put it on there and make your own kind of like crazy bootleg turtle drone thing. Now, it's up to you to figure out the weight distribution. You have to position those rockets just so, but there's nothing stopping you from making a crazy Roadkill Rodney drone shell AT. I don't know what the hell it's called, but you'd attack someone in Call of Duty with this for sure. It's ridiculous. It's not super meant to that because it doesn't 100% fit, but it fits enough. But at that point, then you can get back bend. You have some unsightly holes there. I can't even talk, but that's pretty cool. He does have metal joints in the hips, as is fairly standard when JoyToy does their like bigger, beefier figures. There is a thigh cut. Kind of hard to make it swivel, but it's there. Pretty well disguised. Like, even Gary's gotta enjoy this one. He's kicking forward really nice. Though again, like the plastron, this is hard plastic, so you're getting there before you have to start kicking out. Back, though, is pretty good. His little turtle booty. Double jointed knees. Again, the sculpt is in the way there because he has big robo. Look at those big robo calves. No boot cut, but then he does have like that little like hinge thing and the twisty do. No toe cut. What? Oh my God. Well, the toe, he has like, it's not like, I don't think you're supposed to be moving it, so be really careful, but there's little wiggle there, the way they sculpted it. But yeah, the articulation on this guy, not too shabby. All things considered, pretty good for a metal robot, man. I do like how even with the shell, they like molded the shell to the back so it like fits as good as possible. That's a really nice thing. Not technically, I guess it's articulation, right? It's like an articulated point. The chest. The chest opens up. That's pretty sick. And then the back here, these... Oh, fuck, I dug that right into my... God, what the fuck? Don't you hate that? Like, digs right into the nail. But be careful. Well, there's kind of... They left, like, a little indentation. Oh, God, there was the corner that got me. Goddamn Metalhead. But yeah, this part all opens up, and that's where you're sticking in the freaking missile, turret stuff, whatever you want. Goddamn. Impressive. All right, so now you're probably wondering, how does all this shit work? So let's just take off. You can see it's a lot quicker and easier to take apart than it is to put together, right? So you have the shell here. You bend up all the flaps, right? You may even want to take the shell off because then it's easier to work with. You get all your little bendy wire things. This wire, it's a pretty good, like, thick wire. I don't think it's going to have any, like, issues boinging out. But you're going to notice one end of it is fairly completely round, and the other end has, like, a key molded into it. Can you see that? It's so fucking tiny. The key molded into it. And you'll see on the shell, that corresponds, like, each of the little slots has, like, a little key mold for it. So you can put any size of the little smoky things in there, but you just have to make sure it's keyed the right way. And it's kind of a neat feature, because it helps you, like, put it in there, secure it, and, like, stop it from twisting around, so it gives you some rigidity. And then if you want the smoke going in a different way, you just bend the smoke, right? And then, of course, you can take the missiles, you just, like, wedge that on, and that might be really tight, but just give it a good solid wedge. So you do that. That's pretty cool. The freaking, like, turtle drone actually has the same thing. That end is keyed too, and then there's the other end. This wire, this is, like, one of the thickest freaking bendy wires I've ever seen. But you just take your little drone here, which, again, I'm very, like, disappointed. Do you see where this looks like a hinge? That looks very hingy, but it doesn't hinge. So you can spin these things. Again, be very careful, like I said. That's super sick. But you just put this in there. Then you bend it how you want. I would perhaps like this to be a little longer, but you can see this has even more keys. So that can help you with, like, the positioning or, like, the angle, which is a very interesting way to do it. And then you jam it in there. And then, of course, you just, like, slap this on his back. So that's pretty cool and customizable all to hell, right? And I am kind of curious, while we're here, while we're fucking doing silly things... Ooh, the wire. Yep, the wire's actually coming out. This is why I do stuff live on camera. Oh, no. Oh, no, hold on. Well, no, actually, no. That won't work because this is keyed. I was hoping you could, like, do the smoke effects into the gun, but the key thing kind of fucks it all up. Then people are like, hey, Cody, do we have a repeat of Lobstergate, like with fucking Leatherhead? Happy to report, no! And this shows you how JoyToy can sometimes be incredibly stupid. These figures basically releasing at the same time. I don't know when they're designed, but Leatherhead has these shitty glue-on lobsters that pop off. You're going to be re-gluing them constantly. Metalhead showcases their proper system. Like a little socket, a little ball joint. You just put it in there, you can move it around, it dangles. Why in the fuck they didn't do this for the lobsters, I will never understand. It's such like an easy, simple thing. They do it for Warhammer, they've done it for other turtles. Why Leatherhead they can't do like a lobster ball, I don't fucking know. But no, it's not an issue. Metalhead reigns supreme. But he does have perhaps a more annoying issue. Let's see what you think. Okay, this guy, super cool, chilling out, drinking a fuel box like it's a juice box, super rad. Here's where a problem lies, though. You want to use the vacuum, you want to use the drill hand thing. You see what's on the end of that? That's a fucking ball peg. What you seemingly have to do at that point is pull out this goddamn ball peg. This is already a problem. It's annoying enough when it comes off on the turtles on accident. Ironically, it's like super well in there for Leatherhead. So we have to go to the fucking tried and true pliers thing. Ugh. Right? And then, so you're keeping that, I guess, just so I don't lose it, we'll put it in the hand. And then you gotta use this part. That is, you see, God damn you, JoyToy, why? Like, it's like, that's some real monkey's paw shit, if there ever was one, because then we gotta pry this guy open. We gotta, like, push it in through here? Ugh, okay, so then that clicks on, and then you're doing this cool thing, so if you want a freaking vacuum cleaner, like, why? Give us an extra peg if you must, but when there's no good way to pry this shit out except by doing stuff like this. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, But I don't want to get out a fucking pair of pliers every time I want to vacuum. You know, what are we talking about here? I mean, just look at him. On the one hand, how is that? Is it turned this way? How do vacuums work? Who vacuums in this day and age? Hold on, let's see. Okay. Well, maybe something like that. So on one hand, like this is like real high intensity vacuuming, where someone he's vacuuming, but he's afraid of getting attacked. So you do that. I mean, on the one hand, that's cool as shit. I just wish it wasn't so freaking annoying to get there. But like, look at full fucking combat house cleaning Metalhead. Like, that is that is super sick as hell. But it's like I don't like it. I don't like pulling the ball peg out. And look, I already fucked, like, did I fuck that up from the stupid ply? I don't know, like, how the hell else am I supposed to get it out there? Because, like, you put it back in there, you're like, oh, he needs a Dwinkie, and that's great. But if you're like, actually, I changed my mind, I want to go back to vacuuming. Well, okay, now it's fucking... See, hold on. Yeah, goddamn. It's, like, inconsistent. Like, who... And it's recessed in there? Yeah, like, this is a misstep. My biggest complaint with JoyToy is these goddamn ball pegs. They're great because you're not going to snap a hand like on the like a shitty small peg when it's so small. But going back and forth with these, that ain't quite it. But goddamn, look at him, house cleaner, killer death robot. He does it all. He wants to break free. Dun, 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 wow. So it's not the worst thing, but it is a highly annoying thing. And I know some of y'all are going to be like, heat it up. Here's the problem, right? If you heat it up, you're going to loosen the connection that you need to put these on, right? And this is like already loose, right? So I want to do maybe some like kiki loose joints, but then if I make this too tight, it's going to be super hard to get the ball peg out. Do you see the problem is? Like, do you see, like, the fuckery of making this a ball peg instead of just doing this a hollow that pegs in fucking normally? Where, like, in the one case where they make it so the ball peg actually doesn't pull out easy, it's on this where you need it to fucking pull out. What kind of fucking monkey's paw bullshit is this? This is where I'm losing my goddamn mind. So now I have, like, a loose Metalhead head because I'm prying the goddamn ball peg out all the time. And I can put this in there, and sure, do I need it? Like, is it the worst thing? Does he have a lot of things to grab other than his, like, fucking juice box? And, like, it's not such a big deal? No, but it's this kind of, like, God damn it, JoyToy, you're so close to making, like, the perfect figure, like, all the fucking time. And really, all the work you do with the accessories and prides and paint and what, it maybe, like, overrides it, but you've created a situation specifically to fuck me. So now, I don't know, like, you usually want the ball peg to stay, huh? No, now it comes out super easy, motherfucker. Now it comes out too hard. And it's just like, you're just like, snip, snap, snip, snap. You're just like fucking with me all the time. And now I have a loose goddamn hand, and you can't really fix it. Because if you fix it, then it makes it harder to swap it. Do you see why I've lost my goddamn mind? I really do love this figure, though. Like, it's a great fucking figure, but JoyToy, I swear to God. Just, like, there's gotta be some kind of fucking way where it's like, you can do, like, a really sturdy, thick peg there, right? That... you just leave it in there and it stays in there all the time. And then when you design goddamn connections, don't fucking make it so I have to pull the goddamn ball peg out. Why can't do this to this? I don't fucking understand. I don't even know. Let me know how you feel about it in the comments. It's not a deal breaker. It's just a goddamn monkey's paw. They monkey pawed me. Anyway, let's move on. Then we can get into some size comparisons, other heavies in the line. I still think Krang is the tallest, biggest boy. So Metalhead, he's a big guy. He stacks up there. He's about 5.5 inches. Trust me, the angle's fucked. But yeah, about 5.5 inches. So he's a big ol' honkin' dude. And you saw some of his adventures with Donatello, right? Like here, is Donatello his father? How does that work out? But like, I like the way they line up. You can put Leo in there. Leo just seems sad all the time. I really hope we get like more expressions for the turtles. But I love, this is one of my favorite things about like the JoyToy line. The turtles are little shorties compared to everyone else. In 1/18 scale, I think the turtles are actually like 6 feet tall. It's kind of fucky. But like they did the villains, they did bad guys, like a big imposing freaking thing. It's fucking nutty, but like I love the size difference. Unlike Playmates, you know, the Playmates days where it's like everyone's the same size. I just fucking love. We can put in like here's your Roadkill Rodney here. If you want to see there, I just love the freaking the size things we have going on here. It's such a rich, beautiful line. As for posing, I think I'll leave it here with Donnie's misadventures at playing God and creating a robot butler slave, you know, and then like Metalhead, he freaks out on him. Donnie decides he really loves vacuum. He has a dirty floor, so he's got to escape with the dirty vacuum. And Metalhead's just like going full tilt nuclear. He has his army of Roadkill Rodneys. The turtles are behind him, like, you know, maybe Donnie deserves his fate. Maybe that'll teach him a lesson. Because really, like, I'll think of a story and I'll do some more posing videos. This figure is a hell of a lot of fun, but there's really nothing fucking cooler than this pose. How do you top, like, balls out, nutso Metalhead just unleashing hell on his maker? Basically, Dr. Frankenstein. So if you've seen the Netflix movie, this is Oscar Isaac, and he deserved what he gets. And Metalhead is our beautiful Jacob Elordi Frankenstein, basically. Anyways, thank you as always for joining me. Ton of fun. You know I freaking love JoyToy. The van, I think, should be soon, and I can't wait. Goddamn, JoyToy is on a fucking roll. Hopefully we have another full year of JoyToy TMNT ahead, because what a blast. I mean, come on. I do only wish, actually, the turtles had different head expressions, because Donnie's like panicking and running away in fear, but he just looks like a smug a-hole happy to have caused all this. You know, like, what's your deal, dudes? What's your deal?